What's up, Goodnature family? We're here today in Eric's home kitchen.
Welcome.
Where we're going to be going over the basic features and overview of the Goodnature M1. So Eric, you've actually been using the M1 at home now for a few months.
That's right.
Since you built the first prototype. So you've got plenty of practice on it.
I'm proud to be the first M1 home user, and I love it.
Right, so we'll go over using it at home, using it in business. But before we actually make juice, let's just go over the basic features of the machine. So first of all, it is an actual juice press. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so a press means we're actually pressing the juice out of the fruits and vegetables. And it's two machines in one, really. It's a grinder on the top, which chops the fruits and vegetables, and then they fall into the press where they're squeezed.
Okay, and this machine, like our X1 Mini, features the herbivore grinder and whole fruit hopper.
Yeah, so the herbivore grinder is really a special grinder that we invented when we launched the X1 Mini. And it works across a broad spectrum of fruits and vegetables. That's really unique to the Goodnature technology, where a lot of juicers are good on one thing, but they suffer on other things. You can put thousands of different varieties into the Goodnature herbivore grinder. And with the whole fruit hopper, you don't have to cut it up into small pieces first.
Yeah, simple one-button operation. You don't have to mess with different speeds or different blades or
One
anything.
blade, one speed. You don't have to know about grinding to know how to run the press.
And then the new patented technology, specifically on the M1, is the ready grind technology.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. We knew that if you're going back to back between recipes, or if you want to change over and service multiple customers in a row, and you don't have time to clean, this is the first juicer that you do not need to clean between recipes, because the whole grinder and the whole press literally comes right off and can be replaced just like that.
Here, can you show how the press comes out too?
Yep.
Yeah, so anything that touches the produce or gets messy just lifts right out. Be taken to a dishwasher, which we'll show after we make some juice.
That's right.
Cool, and then some technology in the press features the fresh filter press bags.
Yep, so like traditional cold presses, we do use a filter cloth. Ours is special because it's single use and it's compostable. And that's a lot of our patented technology revolves around being able to use these. So you don't need to sanitize cloth and soak it in cleaners and manage food safety with cloth in your kitchen.
Right, so single use makes it easier to stay safe. So you're not contaminating the juice, and then also cut down on labor time of cleaning, washing, sanitizing press bags and stuff. This is technically a like tea bag material, which is compostable.
Yep. Good
stuff. And this is technically a commercial machine. Even though we have it in your home now, it is a commercial machine. Everything's commercial grade, has NSF certification. You can use it for 24 hours a day without needing to take a break, right?
Everything's dishwasher safe. We've done testing through commercial dishwashing environments through third parties. It's a workhorse of a machine that also happens to be an amazing home juicer.
And so using it at home, it is kind of big for home, but if you have a kitchen, large kitchen like this, you have plenty of space for it.
Yeah, and I will say, although it is a little large for a home juicer, it doesn't take up more space in your kitchen when you're juicing. A lot of the space is food prep and cleanup, and this actually reduces that amount of space a lot versus other juicers.
Then finally, let's talk about the safety a little bit, because I know some people see a juice press and think grinder and press and thousands of pounds of force, like it must be dangerous, but we have thought about that with our press safe interlocks.
Yeah, so to be brief, you can't run the grinder or the press if anything's open. If any of the doors are open or anything's not installed, we have sensors that will just interrupt operation completely. So not something to worry about.
Great, okay. All right, I'm excited to make some juice.
Yeah, let's do it.
Looks like we got everything already set up over here. I'll just let you do your thing.
Yeah, so the machine will run on between 1 and 2.5 pounds of produce. A normal recipe like this, a blend, about 1.5 pounds, we should expect maybe 16 ounces of juice. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add one more little bit to get it over 1.5 pounds, and we're good to go.
All right, so before you start juicing, can you kind of walk us through what you're gonna be doing here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn the machine on, and I'm gonna hit grind, and I'm gonna keep adding fruits and vegetables mixed together until they're all ground up in the press bag, ready to get pressed.
All right.
All right, here we go. And the grinder automatically turns off when you open the hopper.
So you got some celery, some lemons, some kale.
Yep, it's pretty standard healthy green.
Yeah, it's actually very, very quiet, even when it's grinding.
Surprisingly, for a commercial machine, you'd expect it to be very loud, but it's quiet.
Yeah, much more quiet than a blender you'd use at home. Okay, so I noticed you're kind of alternating what you're putting in.
Yeah, you want it to be a pretty even mix in the press bag. It just presses a little bit more evenly. It's also a good idea to finish with something really juicy like cucumber. All right, then when you're done, you kind of spin the pusher a little bit. Hit grind to turn the grinder off. And I like to check on the press bag to make sure everything filled okay. I give it a little shake down on the bottom. And I hit press.
Press. All right, so then while it's pressing, you have about 1.5 minutes to do.
Yeah, I usually get my next batch ready to go. So I'm gonna do a little bit bigger of a batch this time. I'm gonna do pretty popular recipe going around right now is celery, lemon, apple. Let's see what we got here. Use the rest of the celery. So that's about 1 pound of celery. Leave a little bit of the peel on for the lemon zest. Okay, a little light. I'm gonna add some cucumber. All right, we're at 2 pounds.
All right.
The press is just about ready.
Okay, so it will stop on its own.
It'll stop on its
If you
own.
wanted to, you could stop it early, right?
Yep. So if this was a juice bar setting and my juice was ready, I'd stop the press, and then we'll show you how the ready grind technology works. It's as easy as open it up, twist this off, twist a new one on.
And so technically, since you're going from green juice to green juice, you wouldn't have to do this, right? You could just go
No.
right into the next recipe.
Yeah, just doing this for demonstration.
Okay.
This goes to the sink.
All right.
If you could please throw this out for me.
All right, so we can just look at this real quick. So this is very dry pulp here that was pressed under thousands of pounds of force. And now this can all be composted.
New bag. Beautiful green juice. We'll set that here. This is a little bit larger batch. I'm going to use a little bit bigger juice container. Okay. Here we go.
All right, so we finished our second batch of juice here.
Yep. Turn the machine off.
All right. So it looks like we made about 40 ounces or so of juice total. And so if you're going to do a deep cleaning of the machine now, what's that process like at home?
Yeah, so basically everything that touches the fruits and vegetables comes off, can get rinsed, and it can go through the dishwasher.
So you just rinse it and put it right in the dishwasher and you're done?
No scrubbing or cleaning a screen or...
No little brushes or like special tools or anything?
Yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like actually a really nice machine at home.
Yeah, I can say I've been using it for months, and it's a pleasure. I've had a lot of juicers at my house. I mean, it's the industry that we're in. And I brought a prototype home a few months ago, and my family hasn't let me bring it back to work. My son Grant, he loves drinking the juice and gets excited when we get produce. My wife loves it. She runs it all the time. It's just, it really has added so much to our kitchen since I brought it home. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having me over and making some juice.
Yeah.